it's not just you and I who need to check ourselves on the way that we think. A lot of people in society need to check the way they think. Because, take a look around and take notice of how backwards things are. Look at how we demonize police officers. Look at how we allow society to present police officers as if all of them are corrupt, as if all of them are bad. The minute a story comes out, we jump on the opposite side of the police. We give the criminal the benefit of the doubt. That's how the story is presented. And we, as a society, don't have a discussion about it. Police are always in question, but yet we cry about crime. Look at how we are always up at arms about being inconvenienced with being checked out and asked questions at different times, airport for example, but we worry about security. Look at our level of concern for healthcare, but yet we choose to smoke every day. Look at how we are making all these changes in the name of safety for our highways, but yet we don't make it mandatory to teach four-wheelers, and especially the youth, but any licensed driver needs to go through a part of training that teaches them how to share the road with big trucks. Look at how businesses cut costs by cutting employees' pay, and when there's plenty of room to cut down on unnecessary expenses by the way they operate, making the business more profitable and being able to avoid deteriorating their employees' morale. Too often in life, we either choose the easiest way out or the way that benefits us as an individual the most at that specific time, to look at the big picture and make better decisions that render us the best results, not just for the immediate gratification of having done something or getting the immediate results, but the best results, the best permanent long-term results, the best permanent positive long-term results. So, as you look out in the world, you see that most of society needs to reevaluate the way that they think and the way that they operate and do things. And believe it or not, this is at the foundation of why we are now in the worst recession that we have ever had. It all boils down to people starting at an individual level, and those individuals gaining positions in private companies and government that enable their choices and their mindset, the way that they think, to make decisions to have very serious negative consequences. That starts with being you and spans across the board of society, business, and government. That's why we are in a recession. And if we don't wake up, if we don't pay attention, all of us, to how we think, the way we do things, our level of concern for the next man, our concern for how what we do impacts other people, then we will just inevitably end up right back here in the same situation again. This is a crossroad for us to be better, to do better, and either get better results, or we can go back to doing the same old things the same old way and just spin our wheels until we get back to the same old situation. The wheels are turning, so it looks like progress, if we don't make some changes. But inevitably we'll be just in the same neighborhood until we end up in the same place. But be not disillusioned. So things are starting to turn around where people are doing the things that they should be doing. Saving money, watching and spending, being more frugal, not using credit, paying for what they can, only doing those things which they can afford. That's how we should be operating. But already you hear the rhetoric trying to influence people to go out and spend for the sake of spending in the name of jump-starting the economy. That should not be words coming down upon the people. That mindset, those actions will be carried out by those who refuse to wake up and smell the coffee. It's enough of those. The reality is it will take time for things to rebound. It is best for things to just play out and let time heal the situation and allow the recession to work its course as people do the things that they need to do to get back on track in a sustainable way. Once they reach a certain point, then it will revert back to activity in the economy, which translates into spending, hiring, and all that. But there will be a solid foundation for that to go on. If we artificially stimulate this movement, all we're doing is spinning wheels. Just waiting to return back in the same place again. So, that's my opinion. You do what you want to with it. I think that we need to make sure that we continue to do things that's beneficial for our homes and our families long term, which does help to make the situation better in our communities and in our economy. Because you can't have a good economy if every household is unstable. How is that going to work? You start with stabilizing, you and me stabilizing our homes, our families, and then the economy becomes stable. Starting with our mindset and our confidence in where we are and what we do, and that starts to show in the economy. Us as individuals, as businesses, go through the same thing, and there you go. The whole community is on the rebound track. But there's not a whole lot of alternatives in order to jumpstart this process and just bounce over the pain and suffering that must take place as part of the progression to get back on track. But, our thinking may keep us from seeing that. I don't know, I might be wrong. Does this make sense to you? Might be wrong. Time will tell us. Well, it's just like having a cold. You have a cold. There's only so much you can do to make that cold disappear. You might be able to treat the symptoms. You might be able to make yourself feel better. But it's nothing that you can do to get rid of that cold the very next day. You see what I mean? It's things that's got to take place, and eventually your body will rid itself of that cold. As long as you're taking care of your body. So you do the things that you know you need to be doing to make your body healthy. But you can't superficially trick your body into being healthy. If I go to the doctor, spend $1,000 on a doctor bill, doc, do this, doc, do that, do that, and do that. Now, doc, I probably need to spend a little more money, and then my body will respond by being healthy, because I spent $1,000 on this cold. My body, no, it ain't gonna work like that. You do the things that need to be done, like getting proper nutrition, getting exercise, and getting some rest, and your body will be in the best position to rebound from that cold as quick as it can. As quick as it can. There's still a natural process it's going to have to go through to get rid of that cold. And that's the simplest way that I can put it as far as rebounding from the recession. You see what I'm saying? Can't get the cold, go run to the doctor, come back to the house. Yeah, I'll be rid of this cold tomorrow. Why you think you're going to be rid of the cold tomorrow? Because I just went to the doctor. What did they do with the doctor? I don't know what all they did, but I just spent $1,000. They tried to stop and charge me $500. Yeah, I told them, I said, that ain't enough money. You ain't going to get rid of the cold like that. I said, do something else. He said, what you want me to do? I said, I don't care what you do. But, I need that ain't going to get rid of it, $500. So I don't know what he did, but I come out with a doctor bill of $1,000. I guarantee you, I'll be rid of this cold tomorrow. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Now, I mean, it's power in belief. It's power in faith. But it ain't a whole lot of power in foolishness. You know what I mean? That's just it. That's just part of the reality of life right there. We gotta. You got to have belief, you got to have faith, but you also got to have a little common sense and use a little logic. And everything will be all to the better for you, you know?